Alright. So, uh, I'm gonna look around at a few things just for a bit. I've got a couple hours before I gotta go get some shit done, so I figured I'm gonna take a look at this, and look at the idea of what settings would need to be changed or want to change for a server if we did that. So I've got, let's see, it's 11, maybe 2 hours, 3 depending if my phone vibrates. We shall see. So, yeah, let's take a look at this stuff. We're gonna crank the EXP up because we're not actually there for the EXP. Okay. I feel like this would need to be up higher if we have players on the server. Okay. So let's see here. Gatherable items. Multiplier. Gatherable items. Health. Gatherable objects. Health multiplier. Gatherable objects. Respawn. Item decay rate. Meteorite supply drop intervals. 180. Enable raid events. This we will have to see how many people end up wanting to play. Same with this. We're not going to limit structures. What is the limit? 10,000? Oh, you could really make that, like, annoying. Okay. Random pal mode. This cannot be changed. What's the rules? That's interesting. Okay, so let's look at this. Random mode will make Wild Pals levels completely random. Permadeath pals, that would be wild. Allow pal genetic data to be saved and global pal box. This probably ends up getting turned off. Okay, so let's go look at what the world does when you do this. We're going to leave everything the same for now. We'll create a different world. I'm going to put this as random so that we can see what this does. I'll turn it on multiplayer if people want to come in and fuck with it while I'm doing it later. Yep. Alright, so let's see what this does. I'm curious to see how it changes. Like, are we gonna get, like, absolutely scissored here and just Thanos snapped because it's gonna put like level 100 mobs in the starting area. We're just gonna take default character. I'm not even gonna worry with it. Doesn't mean anything to me. Skip. Okay. Oh shit, like literally level 67 down there. Oh, this is gonna be deadly. Alright, let's see. Are you friendly? You're friendly. A level 80 walking around? Oh, when they mean random, they mean random. Hello there. How's it going, Kaylee? That's wild. Okay. But like, they're not like... How deadly is this? Like, is he gonna come fuck my shit up? Yeah. One of my best friends from high school passed yesterday. No, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's been a rough day. It sounds like it. It's terrible. Okay, so the random is probably going to fuck people up. Because, like, that's gonna be... Guys, he had hit that age. That's crazy. Okay, so completely random may be a bit too sauced for this. Because, like, we're getting shit. That's... Let's go. This would suck. It would make the world more dangerous, sure, but... It doesn't feel like you're really going to get... It feels like you're gonna get absolutely shit on. I mean, it would be like a real world for sure, so, I mean, there's no... Like, you don't know where you're walking. You could get absolutely dicked. I mean, there's passive and there's not passive, so I mean, that's good. Okay, so let's see. Return to title. Okay, let's do... Settings, test, region, random. Okay, so let's see here. EXP rate, we're just going to max, because if we do stay, we want to try to get some shit done. Randomized by region. Alright, so let's see how this works. Again, just gonna take the default character because we don't care. Alright, now are they... So thugs are everywhere. So they're passive. I kind of wish there was like a creative mode. We got Ragnahawks. This may be a little too chaotic. Like, maybe a little too chaotic. Because this, like, got Syndicate thugs all over the place. Like, this doesn't feel... Like, this feels like Danger Island is what this feels like. And we've got a... Elite Ragnarok? Yeah, this is, like, asking to get destroyed. Just try to get away from it. Yeah, this may be too cranked. Like, sentiment is cool, but unpractical, I think, at this point. Which kind of defeats the purpose. See if I can get to another area real quick. And just kind of see what we get. Hi. You're level 7. Trying to just see if I can get across to something else real quick. Because this is... level 4. Okay, you're hostile. Yeah, okay. Why didn't we have this many pals running around the area? Or is it because... I think I know why. It's because most of them are freaking useless. So they're, like, not threatening? And us getting these random ones brings some of the threatening ones around? Okay. Random nocturnal running around. Okay. And you're not even hostile. Right? Nope, you are very much hostile. Oh, well, we die from that. Nope, we didn't. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can do this. This feels like this would be... This feels like this would be absolutely a trip to play. I rest my case. Okay, so this one doesn't give us the ability to teleport back around anywhere. Okay. Delete. Okay. That's gotta go. Okay. Oh, so you can make daylight 5 times faster. You could pass days really quickly, or you can slow it down to nothing. So days would be slightly longer. Because this is kind of like the Black Desert setup. Where it's not a true 50-50 12-hour cycle. So we played it on 0.15 is what we were playing the world on currently. And roughly, what, 20-ish hours of doing shit got me to 47 collecting everything. Speed that up. I would say that's a setting that it's annoying having to wait 10-15 minutes for your shit to get back, so, or 10 minutes for that, so that's probably fine. I'm gonna assume on a server we need that slightly turned up. Because if everybody's trying to mine the same shit, needs to come back a little bit more. That would be fucking brutal. Because we would do this. Because it would basically be 2 people on a team, is what I would kind of was thinking. And then each person has to... It would actually have to depend on how many we end up getting. Because I was thinking 2 people on a team. My rough head count says I think we can get at least 6 to 8. So there would be 4 teams. Potentially. So, I'll just put it on 20 for now. Also, hello there.
Hey, yo.
Maximum number of structures. You can build whatever you want. The random seed was a cool idea, but that's fucking... It's fucking... So let's see. Dropped items. Equipment durability. Huh?
My world, I just had it just only slightly above more, but at a certain point, it depends. That one's an iffy thing to want to increase as far as I'm concerned.
What?
The item increase from the gathering or drop.
Oh, the gathering object respawn interval?
Yep, that too.
Well, so, because here's what I'm trying to think, is... If you put... Because here's kind of the issue that I see, is it's not like Minecraft where it's an ever-generating world. So,
Sure.
The people who play more are going to go get the best spots. They're going to go sit on top of it and build bases, and then that's going to hurt the person who can't play as much. Because they're going to be sitting on top of the best spot.
Very true.
So, by slightly increasing the generated, so let's say this. Let's say, okay, because this is kind of like what I'm thinking. So let's say starting day is always the day that is always the worst, because that's where everybody's playing. So everybody starts spawning into this world, and that section, that starter section, just dries up immediately.
Basically, yeah. Even though there is quite a bit of random, like... Because it basically will ask you probably to start in a handful of different places, but it starts you at the same place, but you can go to a handful of different places because they're like the easy modes, or the easy spots. Like the one we was at was like the starter easy spot, but there's like 3 or 4 other ones that it doesn't even like show us until we go find it.
Yeah, like some of the like, because I just tried the random pals thing, and that's fucking okay. It's cool and it's terrifying. Because there's like level 80s getting mixed with level 50s, but it made it just yeah. The first one where it was completely random was terrifying. And then the random by region was interesting, but it's too much. Yeah, so there's 2 different randoms down here. So there's randomization by region, where it'll randomize each region, and then it'll make the levels completely random. So, I mean, you'll get something from a snow area that was in a lava area, all walking the same place. One's a level 1 and one's fucking about to murder everything. So, I mean, that's... And the issue thing is, if the predator is the high-end one, it's going to kill everything in the area.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Funny, in real life, that's how that works. That's how King of the Jungle really works. But
they will absolutely eliminate all the food source in the world in their area.
So I don't...
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, no, it's a cool, like, I could see you doing by region,
Or an
randomizing
event.
it, where you randomize it by a region, for that'd be neat, and then do like a UHC run. Who can go what team could go the furthest in it? Like,
Yeah.
you could do that.
Yeah, we
Uh,
do like an event like one day or something where be like, oh, today's randomized mob day.
no, you can only you have to create the world with it, and once it's created, it can't be changed.
Oh no. Oh yeah, no, I would never.
So
No,
you'd
no.
have no. What you would do is it's think about. Did you ever watch like the Minecraft guys play?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so the Minecraft server was a group of Minecraft players who all played on ultra hardcore, and
Okay.
they did seasons of this. Okay, where they would each season was they turned the game on ultra hardcore, so that meant the only way to heal was through golden apples or potions. PvP was on. You didn't regenerate health. Mobs did more damage,
Yeah,
and
that sounds like hardcore.
it was permadeath. So once you were dead, you were gone.
Yeah, you're done from the server.
And so what they did is they did UHC events where it was a 1-day server where they would jump on and it would be the first one to go beat the Ender Dragon or the first one to reach the Nether, and then do something. And it was everybody, it was groups of that the Minecraft guys, I think there was about 12 of them, 12 to 15, and they had teams of 2 and 3 running around fucking doing dumb shit. And it came down to PvPing in the desert if shit came up, because they wanted to win. So the way you would do it here is, I would assume, would be you'd probably do like a day of ultra hardcore. Once you're dead, you're gone, and you would probably randomize the pals by region, so it would still start, and then that team would go. That team would go on to see how far they could go before they died. For the day, so you would do stuff like that. Because like you'd have to put permanent progression loss on, and pal, you'd also probably do Nuzlocke, which is the hardcore. You'd turn on. You would turn these two on, and you can let them keep coming back and playing potentially, but they got to start over every time. Which is fine, because, if it's a day event, it's a 1-day event. See how long you can go. And, how far can y'all get in the game. But for, a persistent... For a persistent server, like, some of the stuff that I'm looking at here is... I'm debating EXP rate outside of testing, because, testing, I feel like I'm going to crank it up to 20 for a minute, just so that I can get EXP... just to look at shit type thing.
Oh, dude, it gets extreme after 5. I'll just say that.
Oh, the whole point is I could go play the game for 15 minutes and get a shit ton of levels. That's the whole point of what I would do there. But I'm thinking for a persistent server, if the EXP needs to be reduced.
Yeah, because even at times 1, it's still kind of fast. Because we have it at 1.5, and we're actually kind of cruising through.
I was gonna say we're at I've got 20-ish hours in the game now, and I'm level 45, 47. Somewhere in there.
My old world at level I had it at ×2.
Mm-hmm.
Because I checked it recently. I had it at ×2. I had 600 hours into it, and I was level 65.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. They changed something there.
So what I'm thinking is if you did a persistent server, you're going to punish the person that's always playing. You're also going to punish the person who can't play. But it stops it from getting so disparaged in progression that the one that's always on isn't going to be 200 miles ahead. Yes, they will be, but
Yeah. Yeah, because there is ways to break that EXP mold, because crafting, as you see, just with how crafting now works, we don't even have to be at the base to earn that EXP anymore.
yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Uh,
So I think they did that so that way when you do, it's not so arc like. That way you actually try to do a playthrough. I think that's why they did it.
like I thought about slowing the day and the night down a little bit so that it's dark a little bit longer and it's day a little bit longer, and making it more BDO-esque where it's slightly tilted to the day side.
Okay.
The idea was to not make so many days pass on a server, so that if you are looking for something that's night advantaged, you have to wait a little longer to get to it. You can't just go, oh, I'm going to sit here and farm 3 night cycles and I'll be fine.
Seriously. But that's the nice thing about those world settings is you can balance out a lot of the random stuff that doesn't seem balanced.
Mm-hmm. But you also don't want to let somebody get too far ahead too quick either. So you kind of got to think about this. Now, I was thinking because of server playing, I was thinking the maximum number of dropped items in the world would go up to 5,000 versus 3,000, because you're going to have, let's say 10 people. And if everybody's got shit breaking on the ground, you need to have more space on that.
On the ground. Now the fun part is that it'll be running off of its own servers, not not a server that we'd have running next to us.
Correct.
So that's about the good thing. Don't get me wrong. It wouldn't cost much to build a good server, but it's not cheap these days. So even if we built a 10-year-old server, something that's not a workstation, and you use that as the server for the game. I did that for Ark, like 2 years in a row for my cousin. I have an old workstation that was able to run it. One of those dual CPU fucking workstations.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Xeon something's.
I mean, there's a chance I could probably use that 3080 and the 64 gigs of RAM on that Ryzen 7 sitting beside me. And I could do it that. But I would rather pay for a persistent server that's not coming from my power bill.
I agree.
And my internet. Not that the internet's the issue, but, it's one less thing to take off of it.
That's why I was saying to not go that route, because I know back in the day it was smarter to go that route because of how much more it costed to do the outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays they have so much servers spun up there's so many CPUs and GPUs technically installed on these just 1 or 2 server blades. And there's lots of server blades in these fucking racks now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it ain't hard for them to spin up extra power for you, if need be, without even charging you a damn dime. So yeah, that's why I would definitely run the non-dedicated server from them. Or dedicated server from, because the non-dedicated would be station. It would be at the house, we might say.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I remember those days. I used to run a couple of different games on servers.
Now, I don't see any PvP settings.
Yeah, that's something that I don't think that they're not quite there yet because they have the arena thingy.
So it's not like just open world and you can just go fuck with somebody, right?
I don't think so. Not
Well,
quite
here's
yet.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on multiplayer, and we're not gonna join guilds. And I'm gonna see if I could potentially attack you here at some point today. I'm gonna fuck with this world for a few minutes. Just whatever it generates, just take it. Let me get this world. Because I'm curious on how that's gonna end up working.
Okay.
So here's a code for you.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testes 1, 2. Testes 1, 2, 3.
3.
3.
3.
3. Okay.
What the fuck? Rare support? Somebody got a prize? Bad Bones, you opened up all 10 of guys. Fuck you with 2 prize. What kind of clock yet? Nope. Okay, whatever. Let's go. Oh, let me see. Nobody is playing. Rick. It's pretty. The hose. Control C. Control V. And random. Okay. Random. I'll go with my cousin's name preset. Sure, we'll go with that. Nope, don't care space.
Yeah, I mean, I literally just picked it because it's default and the world's getting deleted in a few minutes.
I am out of the world.
Alright,
I see true.
so let's see. No, it won't let you, so it won't let you just open world PvP.
No. Arena only.
Alright, hold on. Let's see. Is there any PvP settings in here now that we're in the game?
Good question.
Let's see. Options.
No. Team settings has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Hmm?
So, let's see. Yeah, no, I can't hit you. Join your own guild. Like, let's see here. What was it? G? What how did you make a guild again? Guild.
Oh, we're already type
Oh, yeah,
thing.
because yours says unnamed guild. Okay. Is it a guild thing, maybe? Guild settings. No, that doesn't say anything. When in doubt, ask Grok.
Yeah, sorry to hit you.
Okay, so it's a server setting. You can do open world PvP. According to Grok, it says how it works. PvP is a server-side trial feature you enable through configuration. When turned on, players can damage each other and each other's pals and bases. Base pal attack hostile players. Other guilds can access chests with adjusted damage rules, base spacing, notifications for base attacks. There are many tuning options for balanced death penalties, item drops on kills, fast travel limits. It's full open world PvP, not just arenas, meaning you can fight anywhere on a PvP enabled server.
It's not in this version yet.
No, we'd have to have the server. You can't do it on the game client, you could do it on a server client.
Oh, so if you actually
bought the server, you would go to on the dedicated server, you would look for the Palworld settings.ini file, and then you'd scroll down to BIS PvP true, B enable player damage to player true, B enable defense other guild players true. And then restart the server. There's a ton of recommended PvP settings, i.e. blocking player stat upgrades, disabling certain tech, like grappling guns, death penalties, PvP items, like a champion's emblem to make it more balanced and fun. Okay. So yeah, if you did want to do if you wanted to do a like PvP version, it would be doable. It's just not not something you can turn on in game.
Well, I mean, there is tons of actual servers. The max player count is only 24.
Well, I don't think we're gonna get 24. I'm gonna be real.
No.
I think if we get 8 or 10, that is probably as far as it goes. So, I think that's about as. I think that's
servers. Okay, well, I mean, at least they exist.
Yeah. But you wouldn't want to do this on a community server. That would be. You're wanting private because this way it's just you and your friends, and you're not dealing with some asshat comes through and ends it for everyone.
Correct. No, I wouldn't enjoy that, because that was one thing why me and my cousin set up the Ark server in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Was because of that problem. We couldn't. It was you can only get so far away from somebody on, like, if you're trying to like co-op with somebody, and then B, if you're trying to play on an actual online server, and the fucking shit was too laggy that you couldn't even do shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember them kind of days from Ark.
I only got to play Ark one time, and it was for about a week, and I ended up getting banned because somebody didn't like me. Period.
That's stupid.
No, like literally, it was a. And here's the stupid thing: it was a BDO friend, quote unquote. Yeah, no, he just didn't like me, and yeah, I got banned on Ark. I just logged in randomly one day. You remember that, friend? I forget. Yeah, that's right. That was during that time. Yep. I got banned on Ark. Good old Penguin. Yep. And the thing is, to the day, I still don't remember why he banned me. I don't remember why. It's been too long. Just remember that I went to log on and it said you couldn't access the server. Oh, you do? DM me then. Because I don't remember. Like, I've completely forgotten most all of that shit.
Haley remembers.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot all about that shit. Holy shit, that's a minute.
He's like, I got the sauce.
Yeah. Fuck. I forgot all about that. Damn. Some things I remember and some things I don't. There must be like some weird compression going on here because I can see so much of this world from here. It's a little weird.
It might be how Unreal 5 does its
Part of neurodivergence, I remember. Right? I mean, I normally remember everything too, but it's been so long on that I don't remember that shit. Which is weird. Because normally I'm the first one to go, oh yeah, that back then at that point. Remember that time and place and the thing? Yeah, we were there. I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, that one's better single player or on a dedicated server that a buddy bought.
Yep. So, the idea would be, you know, some sort of dedicated server for 30 days. It gets shut off, you know. It's a one-off thing.
Yep.
Remember the first time in your stream when I learned play Valk? I was in DGAF swapping off DK. That's the crazy thing. How many people remember me for my Valkyrie? It's none of the other classes I played. It's the Valkyrie. That's a class that, you know, so many people will never forget that I played.
Yep.
That's the crazy part.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, back then I was doing really good with her at Node War.
Yep.
Like, really good.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I gotta come back here and go get this.
Okay,
Anyway.
what?
This one, effigy. I didn't even know this was up here.
You on the other world?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, the world feels super compressed here.
It's one of its ways to help the game render better. It is a trick.
Even with all the crap that happened, I think you're the only friend I've still kept in contact with from that, from BDO time period. Yeah. Most of my BDO friends outside of Narama and you are the only ones from that era. All of them have quit. I mean, well, Project every now and then I'll still talk to. But yeah, most of them are long gone. I mean, Aaron's still around. You, Narama, Project. Hadn't seen Lazio in a long time. Yeah, no, I mean that's probably it. From like old school BDO days. This is weird. Is it just this game file or is it the other one? Mandy still plays, but I haven't talked to her in a while. Okay. So does this version do it too?
The other one, the non-DirectX?
No, this other game file. Is that compressed when I'm looking around in it? Like, where's that flying? Hold on, let me fly up. Whoop. This doesn't feel nearly as compressed as that. Let me go turn it to, let me turn it to day.
Rather odd.
Yeah, no, that's what's like really baffling is because that game file, it looked jacked, and this one doesn't look like it. Ray is right out. Oh, Pingu. You and I reconciled, so we good. Yeah.
We burnt a whole bunch of money on the night render.
Yeah, this doesn't look as compressed. Let me go back to that area. Let me try that. And see if it's just that area does this.
Yeah, it's rather odd.
So we were at the Hills of Beginnings. All right. Mm-hmm. Yep. I remember.
So is it you went to the file that we were playing?
Yeah. And that's what I'm doing. I'm
And
going
it
right
feels
back up there,
compressed?
and I'm this one about to find out. Is it doing it here? Yeah, no, it compresses it here.
Huh. Huh.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
But
That's
when you're
kinda-
actually down in the base, you don't see the world like this.
No, it's like the second you get up, it starts shrinking the world for you so that way you can see across it.
To make it look vast.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's my thoughts.
Y'all helped me pick the username I still have on Blizzard. Oh shit, I remember. That was a long time ago. But yeah, this is weird, because, like, that is not that close. That island's a lot further away than that looks. Because this desert, I think, is the desert we were farming. Yeah, I'm seeing this desert right there, and that's a fucking long way away.
That's a long way away, sir.
And you can even see the dome of this right there. Yeah, so this area compresses the world, which is weird. All right. And teleport back to the base.
I just looted a silent crystal of origin from the mysterious box.
Ooh.
Sweet. It's
Nice.
expensive.
All
7
right.
bill.
Return to title. All right. Okay, so let's check out how this respawn works.
I just made like all the money I just burnt. Right back.
What now?
I made all the money I burnt at the night vendor. Right back.
That's actually pretty good.
Like just in crons and dumbs. Yeah. What? I'll accept that as fate.
Yeah.
More than happy. It's like, yeah, it's like I only wasted money on the crons. And I had 26, and now I'm back up to 19. And I got 6,000 crons.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I made my money back. Even though I am about to go.
Even if I am about to go blow it all the fuck up.
Right, Stormies? We win some, we lose some.
So I was doing the math today on what I need, and the good news is the demos are crashing.
Yes.
What is it, the trade sheet? So I have 89 billion, 100 million in trade crates. I have almost 6 billion on my person. In the Bank of BoQuest, before I grind tonight, I have 22.3 billion in that. In my central market, I think I'm now like 151 billion, which leaves me to about 269 billion total silver collected. I need a total of 577 billion at the current bottom prices
Look at
of
that.
these devos.
Which people will sell to you.
Yep, which means all I have left to earn is another 288.8 billion, and I will have all Nav accessories. I can actually buy almost be able to buy 2 of them right now. Actually, I could if I sold everything and by the end of the week I could buy 2 total.
That's pretty wild.
So,
Like, that's going to be a noticeable chunk from where you're at.
once I sell my helmet, I'm halfway to my Tet helm, so I can make the Adanya. Nice.
Ooh. Austin?
You only... no, Kaylee. And I have 70,000
Okay.
aggros to burn today. Yeah, I've got, the 90,000 to burn today.
I'm at 80.
So...
Burn it up at Orbita.
You gonna be burning for a while.
Tenebrum's a little slower to burn, where Orbita's faster. Seems like. So I was doing Taparooski. Just another Taparoo.
Just another Taparooski, yep. Waiting for night to end so I can grind Zephyros. Should be like 4 hours, so 20 bill plus Debos. Not too shabby. I'll be doing that here in just a little while. Doing that in just a little while. All right. Spamming Overwatch games right now to make sure you're chill. I mean, that's fair. Just kind of chill out, hang out, and don't stress. Well, it's easier said than done, but do what you gotta do.
Dude, I'm only a week away from finally getting my last crystal breathing bird doer.
Nice.
Kinda wishing I went sniper hunting for it and seen what the drop rate was. But I'm too lazy
Miserable.
for that.
Miserable.
That bad?
Yeah.
Because it was saying like one every maybe 2 hours. I don't know whether to have believed it, but
You're
that's
telling
better
me
than.
this chicken fried this right. Oh shit. It's so good. That's funny. So let's see. We've got a couple trees taken down. They're not like instantly popping up, so that's good.
New base.
Yeah, because I'm trying that respawn rate just to see how much faster it is.
Well, that is the things to mess with on this server before we, I would say, before we go with the buying a fucking server. Yes, I know it's only 30 days and whatever, but get the testing done now. Because, I mean, me, at least, as long as I'm being able to play through and, eventually I want to see how busted I can get with the building as far as how high I can go and before a pal stops, like, trying to get to you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or before a pal can't get to it no longer.
Yeah.
Because I've built 4 stories so far, and they go all the way to the top, and they'll go sleep in their beds. Because in my other world, I have it with 4 stories, and on the top, it's beds and electricity and some other shit. Are you saying you've never had chicken fried rice, Haley?
No. That's one of the lines of the character from the Overwatch thing.
Oh. I was like, huh? Oh. You know what? I somehow read that fucking wrong because I'm so ADHD that I tried to read the sentence that you wrote right. I replaced the words with the correct words and I didn't read it. You're telling me a chicken fried this rice?
Yeah, reading, it's a thing.
Well, I mean, not like I'm mad or anything. I'm just,
Yeah.
that's what happens when you skim read.
Yep. Hello there.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Yoski. How does Hellcrest feel about playing on a server for 30 days?
He probably hasn't even paid attention to that yet.
I mean, there's no problem with me. It's just sometimes my timing goes on the opposite direction, but that's not a issue. It's just the problem with the Minecraft one is because my job literally fucked me over,
Yeah.
and I had to leave. I was
Yep.
like, if it wasn't for that, I would be to the very end because I was the only one because I was still searching for the fucking treasure. I
Yep.
was the only one who kept searching for that thing. And my dumbass would have not found out until the very end because I've been passing through that fucking treasure every day.
Yeah, so the story on this was me and Flutter decided to be literal trolls. All right. And we figured we're going to put a little Easter egg hunt in the game for everybody to do. And the idea was we were going to take the we had a currency shop, okay? So you could go sell items to it to make currency to buy different things. We had all sorts of weapons and special rare like custom created shit that you couldn't get in game, like illegal shit for Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dwarven miner was one of them, which was the most epic pickaxe in the world. Fucking burned through everything. Anyway, so we decided while we were building the Sky Village and working it out that we wanted to make it to where there are Easter eggs hidden out in the Sky Village that talk about the location to this buried treasure. And so what we did before the server went up went live officially, is we went out into the world and I had Siri do this for me, where I had Siri pick the coordinates based off of what we gave it. So we kept it within a 10,000 block, so it was pick a number between 1 and 10,000. And then we did it for each coordinate, for the X and the Y. And we teleported right on top of it and buried straight down, put it surface level so that a creeper could explode into it and get it. You know, so you would expose it there. So we kept it where it was at least 4 blocks off the surface to get down to it. But it was completely encased in a random bedrock shell. So we made sure that if a creeper did explode or TNT went off, any type of like griefing of that level, it would expose this bunker basically that we put in the ground. And there was like one hole to get into it. So we had clues hidden out, and at first it was actually a pretty good scavenger hunt. We actually had several people looking for where this treasure could be. And we told them that it will be within the visible range of Minecraft. Like, it's not going to be hidden under, it's in the overworld that you can find it. And inside of it was 69 million 420, I believe is what the full number was. 69,420,000 gold worth of bedrock that we had made. And this bedrock was my secret special treasure. Also a photo of Noir from Nikkei was buried in this thing. And then we put a bunch of like diamond ore, netherite, all sorts of shit in there because, you know, it was the whole point of, hey, you found the buried treasure. And throughout the whole SMP, people were to go seeing if they could find it. And we told them that there is a visible tell around the area of something will be out of place that won't be in the game. And our clue for us visually is we had the grass kind of created an X if you really looked at it closely, because of how we put the coarse dirt in there. And then we also used the origin tree block. The origin tree leaf was at the top of the tree right next to the tree that this buried treasure was buried by. And the funniest thing is it was like right next to Hellcrest's base and we never knew it. Like, he walked by this thing all the fucking time and never once saw it because he wasn't looking for
because
that.
it was not close. It was he was in between the 360 because I had 2 houses on both positives. One was in 2-2 and another one was in 1-1 because I put that was my tree house on the island full of rainbow trees.
Yep.
I built was it a normal or a white one? I think it was, I don't remember now. It was either a normal or a white cherry tree house
Yep.
that I built.
I think it was a white cherry tree.
I think it was a white cherry tree because there was a white cherry grove too. Then that I closed that and then I brought them in to fill the island more with diversity. And
Makes
then
sense.
close was it was one of the better villages that I first like set off to like put all the stash everything. And going to the main hub of the server and going to everyone's base, I had to pass through a certain village, a certain small village with a in the middle had a waterfall. You could see from the fucking waterfall where the fuck they put it in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I was not dumb enough to not look up, I could have seen the fucking tree leaf on the top of the tree.
Because if you don't
Because-
remember that at one point in time, the trees were more of a neon green look, and then they darkened the color of the tree. So the origin block literally stood out in a normal
stands out
oak.
perfectly. But I never looked up. I was always passing through the fucking village, which is the village is literally like 10 to 15 blocks from the place they hide the treasure there. So ever since day one, because funny enough, I was the only person living on both positives of the world. So ever since day one of this shit, I was passing through the fucking thing.
Yep.
And someone's found the first clue where where it was the distance between the both one of the X. They found the X. Either the
Yep.
X or the Y was the first.
Somebody found the
One of the
first book
first thing.
because we made sure that when we wrote it, there were clues to where it would be. Like I said, we are not going to make this thing impossible, but we will need to make it to where it's practical for them
Yeah.
to find.
But
And
everyone went their ways, but in the rest of the books were never found. But I caught
We-
a glimpse of who found the book and what the clue was one of the numbers of the X and Y situation where
Yep.
it was located.
Yep.
So with that being my only way of trying to find out, I found a way to map the thing and trick him and Flutter to ensure that where it was, if it was in a both positives, both negatives, positive negative, or negative positive of the map. I did not know which one it was. We had a number, but no direction of it. So I used Night and Flutter to figure it out the direction. I was one of the only persons to literally really roam around the map. Most of the people was just building their homes, and I decided to just walk.
yeah,
walk
we
more.
had a lot of people just go straight for the go straight for building a base and then quit. Like we had Zookeeper literally went on his cruise and never came back to Minecraft. Yeah, because like he said he was gonna go, he was gonna come back after he got back with his cruise, but he'd hang out and chat, but he never would come back and play on Minecraft. It was probably also because we kept calling his house a barn. But I mean, it was literally fucking redwood. It built as a box with white accents. It's a fucking barn. We lost Chloe and Wifey over the shit with Flutter. Because we had a server issue and Wifey tried to have the bigger dick between Flutter, and Chloe got pissed when we said that's not how it works. We actually are looking at the server data ourselves, and we're seeing that it's getting absolutely destroyed over here because of how much underground shit they had done. So we filled in the bottom of their base.
Yeah, and there were idiots of making the fucking castle right under the hub. It was like, dog, Go away. If you build the fucking thing further away, that would not be a problem. But because it was so close, it was so much loading at the same time, it was causing an overload.
Yep. And Wifey was like, I've run servers, we don't have that issue, it's never like that. And it was like, are you sure about that? So...
Yeah, I did everybody with that stuff. Would you build everything on top of everything? You just have your computer run, try to load everything in the same time, bitch? No, I was like, yeah, that caused another thing situation. But because I was the only one roaming around, I used that. That was one of the reasons for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was set up. I was just like I was setting up two layers of not two layers. I put two blocks on top of each other to map everything. And every time they were looking for me because I was the one who were roaming around. And they saw me what the fuck I was doing. Oh, I creating this to map the things out. I found one of the so I said I found one of the clues and I need to figure it out. By mapping.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm creating like little like one of the things that Knight does. He creates a three block tower and he puts
I put a torch
a torch
in the direction that I've been.
to figure out his directions.
Yep.
So I use that as an excuse to map the layout to find the treasure. So every time he or Flutter comes to me, they teleport back to where the treasure is. If they do that, the treasure is not in the section I was. That's why I ruled out all the other sections but the both positives.
Mm-hmm.
So that made instead of just moving so much in directions that was not used, there was not the treasure. I used those two to figure it out what section was. So I figured out was the both positives. And then I had a problem with my job and
Yep, you were gone for what, about a
and
month?
I had to leave. And I was just and after that I was just finishing my fucking drifting course, the ice drifting course on
that was a cool thing.
on the ocean monument.
Yeah, that was cool. That one was really cool.
Yeah, because we'd had a racing track they built for.
Yeah, we built this whole.
And I was like, yeah, we can make more. And I was like, all the racing tracks, and I decided to go for the drifting one because on ice the boat drifts.
Yeah, Tortuga was a lot of fun. Like we spent a week fucking with Tortuga, building that up. It was literally at World's End, and it was just a cool thing that we did. And just happened to be at this awesome like tropical deserty area, and we built this. We only had to modify one section to allow the boat to get through that we had to finish carving, but if you looked at it from a bird's eye view down, most of the waterway was connected all the way around, and we just had to dig out one area and fill up the water to get it to work. And we created this large, basically winding water track. So then that's where Hellcrest got the idea to do the ice version, which was great. That was a fun project that we helped them with.
The ocean monument I found had a boat stuck on it.
Yep.
It was like a boat generator on it, so it was this half destructive ocean because the boat was both not only on the outside, was an inside too. So we could create a little lore about it and make just like they did with Tortuga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had this whole thing about the creeper skull thing. We had, because I built a creeper skull into the mountain. We did a whole event where they had to do a treasure hunt to find just like random shit that would lead them to getting, special items and just random stuff. We had, which that was a lot of fun to write up. I mean, some of it was a little quick because, I mean, we were kind of, you know, trying to get the Tortuga event done within, like, a day or two. So we didn't have time to, like, really flesh out the idea. But that was still a fun time.
Sounded like a great time.
Yep. We definitely had fun. Okay, so it's not like just instantly regenerating stuff. So it's still taking a while at 1.5. He's like, it's almost halfway through the night cycle, and none of the stuff I've chopped down is regenerated. So, because what we're trying to figure out, one of the things that we're looking at is, if you do put multiple people in the world, you want to be able to have, like, resources there that aren't, like... Because, like, if you don't want trees to just be constantly gone. If somebody's, like, strip mining trees. You don't want rocks or special, some of these special ores and shit to be, gone. Because if you get just, like, okay, let's say...
I don't think you can control the spawn rate, the spawn time.
Yes, you can.
You
Is
can.
what I
I
think.
think this,
Let me check. Let me see
I
what
think
this
it's
is.
more like if. Well,
Because here it
it's-
is. Let me
put
pull
that
it.
one
I
in.
think the problem is that people should not just stay together that much.
So gatherable, it's gatherable objects respawn interval. I've got it up to 1.5, and it's still not like, it's not snapping back, which I don't want it to be instantaneous, but I also don't want it to, I want there to be a faster time. So let's try turning it up to 2 and see if that gets this to spawn faster. Because, like, my idea is, you're right, we don't want people to... That's why I'm thinking it's, if we do it, it would be groups of 2, potentially.
At the most.
At the most. Like, you couldn't do anything more than really 2. And it would be... Because, like, we know people are going to go for, like, the best spots, quote unquote. Where it should technically really be...
you increasing that's making longer to reappear. We need to decrease.
Oh, it's the opposite. Okay.
Yeah, you can only tune that one, so
Well, so no, Hellcrest
you
is
can
saying
go
I'm...
down to 0.5, but
yeah.
increases the longer they reappear, and not the... It's not the usual speed. It's not a speed increase. It's a longer respawn.
Okay, so let me turn it down to 0.5 and see if those trees start popping back up. But the idea is, like, you want people to go out into the world and build their bases. Like, that's for sure. And one of the things I think we would have to do is maybe limit the bases available. Instead of where we have it where you can build multiple bases, maybe you can only build one base as a guild. So you gotta be good, you gotta be specific with where it is. So you can't have multiple bases spread around. Or if you do, you can only have 2. And, you know, that's it. There is no more than that.
Right.
Because what you don't, part of the idea is you don't want somebody setting up a base on the best oil, the best ore, and the coolest layout. And then it's like, well, fuck, where am I gonna go? Because now you've got the best ore, you've got the best oil. It's more about find a really cool location and make your spot. And that's one of the reasons why
'Cause
want to
the
try
way
to.
to look at it is that you'll be able to get all the resources on your base. It just takes a matter of time of leveling through the technology and just grabbing the tech.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause eventually, you don't have to necessarily go anywhere except for like the super high end stuff. But
And
no,
oh, and another thing for that, they what's what's the level for the tree and the ore one? The moment you get those, you don't need to break trees anymore.
right?
But don't you though for a while because of that initial upfront cost of building?
Yeah, everything is only it's only until like level 50 something. Like maybe like at 50, but past 50, like it's you're struggling to get EXP even with it boosted.
Yeah, because
I
an
could,
intelligent person, the first thing they do is run straight into the ore nodes. The closest one is one behind the little church.
Yeah.
yeah,
It really all you have to do if you go straight to that and just gather the stone if he doesn't have stones on the way, you gather the stones on the beginning and go straight to that. You can and set up your base in that. You can literally have the ore, the stones, and the trees enough to make when you reach the, and by the time you get to that, you have the level to make those two
Yeah.
resource buildings,
Because this
which is the
takes.
three, the rock one, which is they put in the same level and they put them together.
Yeah, it's 50 stone or 50 wood for the tree, 20 stone, and 10 palladium fragments, and then it's 50, 20, 10. So get 20 palladium, 40 wood, and 100 stone, and you can craft both of them.
Yeah, by the
yeah,
time
nothing.
and by the time you reach that point, you can just that is enough to not destroy trees
Correct.
forever. You can just set up a pile to work that for the thing, and all you have to do for the fiber, you take you use the crusher. I think it's the crusher
Yep.
in English.
Yeah, it's a crusher.
Yeah, you take the crusher, you put
Wood.
the wood in, and for one wood you get two
Three.
fiber.
Okay.
So you get more fiber than chopping down the trees.
Yeah, unless you're going to that one spot where there was a bamboo at. That bamboo drops
Yeah,
a
that bamboo
load of fiber.
drops a ton of fiber because that's what bamboo is. If that bamboo
Yeah.
forest is completely gone, and you have tons of fiber that you can even move.
Yeah. It'd be so nice to like randomly build something out of bamboo.
Okay, so let me try something here. See if
Only
this...
bamboo in by us is kind of where Nightingale is.
Yeah,
In the southeast part of
I
America.
I actually drive by some every day I go to eat
Does not take me
tacos.
surprise. I don't know exactly where you live, and I don't need to. I just know America.
Yep.
I know that there's bamboo around there.
I think it's some sort of like it is bamboo, but I can't tell if it's truly natural or if somebody just kind of let their bamboo plant
I can't remember either.
because
but
it's
I know
such
the
a
density
random
natural.
it's such a random little area that makes you scratch your head
Mhm.
going, why is this random like 10-foot patch of bamboo going up into that air 50 fucking feet? Like, why?
I think also because I think it was brung here, and I think it was just because they're using it as building materials for like flooring and stuff like that. They started like having it trying to be grown here.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try something. I need to get to level 7, so let's go kill some.
That's why you don't need to worry much about the trees and rocks respawn, because the moment you get those two resource buildings, you don't need to break more anymore. You just need to like be efficient with it.
And of course, finding the best type of POW to work on that particular thing. But some piles work better with ore, and some piles work better with stone.
Mm-hmm.
Some piles work better with wood. Mm.
Yeah.
Like, isn't the Dick Toys or the Repturo or whatever really good for ore?
Yeah, that Dig Toys is really good. I have a 7 on my thing.
Wow, you got him special then.
I've got a 7 on one of them.
Yeah, because that's another thing that they said that they added is that randomly the pals that you get could have an upgraded +1 stat to their um, working skills. On top of on top of every star you get them, and they can go up in a stat as well. On top of using those applied books that we find,
Mm-hmm.
you can make them even more stronger. I never did that with any of my pals. The only thing I did was star them, and my strongest ones aren't even starred except for my Anubis, and I only have one Anubis that was starred. But I had dumped a lot of pal stuff into it though. So yeah, when I pull that motherfucker out, everything gets cooked in the circle. It don't care what Palworld is. I tried that earlier. I was like, yep, I can't pull him out. Because you seen that earlier because I was getting wrecked when I was trying to like I was trying to grab like a blueprint from a tower that I unlocked.
Mm-hmm. And you were getting
And the
fucked,
fucking
and
thing-
all of a sudden I saw your Anubis just like clean wipe some shit, and I'm like, what? No, we can't be doing this if you don't have it.
Yeah, he came down and dropped. He did his drop down AoE, where he like comes down and he'll drop down from the fucking out of nowhere from the sky, and do this big dumb AoE, and it just kills everything. Most things are not protected against that skill for some reason.
There's level 6. I gotta get one more.
Excuse me. What level are you going to?
I'm just trying to get to 7 because I want to look at some stuff.
Okay. Yeah, it's so strange how my old world doesn't even have all the newish world stuff. Like, it has some of it, but it's not all there.
Well, probably
So
because
my
it's
old
like
world-
Minecraft. It's some of it's
It is.
seeded to
pretty-
where it's not going to pick it up like a new one would.
Right. Even though the pals would be the same, but where the pals are located and things like that are different. I mean, generally, where they spawn is similar.
Go craft more arrows so I can go kill more pals. I got it. I'm gonna take on this big fucker and somehow level up a lot. Not.
Which fucker? The Mammoth?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fuck with him and get absolutely shat on.
What you can do, and the easiest thing to technically level through, other than like exploring, is doing the random circle bosses. Like the ones that take like an hour to respawn.
Yeah.
So if you went to the closest one would be Chillet. You could probably take out Chillet no problem. Or even Pin King with the stuff you have right now. Hell, we could have gotten Foxicle at level 15. Didn't even notice. How stupid. And we waited all the way until we were like almost 40.
Well, I caught that shining one. Was the only reason why we got it.
True.
Because I was out running
Oh, really?
around and I heard the shiny sound and I was like, oh shit, piece of candy.
Well, from the Hill of Beginnings, just directly north by the level 30 oil drilling rig, there's a place called Island Hopper Coast. There's a level 15 fox pickle there.
Yeah, I passed that
And it's real
here.
close.
I passed that
Now
here
I'm sad.
not too long ago.
So I'm like,
Yeah, those stuff still
boom.
hasn't respawned. So, I mean, it's still quite a long timer. It's not just there. Alright, are you friendly enough that I can just walk past you and you're not going to give a shit? As long as I don't poke?
Never gonna hurt you
Okay, yeah.
unless you touch him.
No touchy, got it. No touchy.
And certain pals do come out aggressive. Like some of your actual pals that you have will be just naturally aggressive.
Yeah.
So that's something you have to be also very wary of. Because sometimes your pals will not give a fuck. And I'm sure you can set it. I just can't remember how. Let me see. Party? I can edit his name. I can write him. But I cannot make him understand the whole don't go after shit. Let me see if it's a written thing. Alright, Jet Dragon, where you at? Come here, Jet Dragon. Um, 4.
Yeah. You can do peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful. So in most cases, if you're not paying attention, most of them will just be aggressive.
Fucking little shits.
That's what I was trying to remember. I was like, I know there's a way.
There's a will, there's a way.
Right. Damn, I need more hardwood. This is terrible. You said I ain't gotta chop down no trees. Let me see if there's an actual, like, technology for that one. It's a hexalite quartz mine. Pure quartz mine. High pressure crude oil extractor. Sulfur quarry. Logging. Drops hardwood. Logging site number 2 drops the hardwood. Okay. Which is pretty easy to get with 3 ancients.
Okay, let's go kill some shit.
Advanced bow, you'd crap your pants at the advanced bow at level 57. I want my laser rifle at level 51. So, and you're at level 49 on the other world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only 2 levels away from plus steel armors and laser rifles, and a cold food box, which is absolutely needed. That one is retarded. Because of course you can have just one cold box sitting in a base, and that keeps everything fed because nothing deteriorates at that point. So yeah, those are some key levels right there. We're at the key levels where we stop struggling. And we more worry about trying to actually level, because it gets harder to level past 50. And when you're at 65 here. I go kill something. So I have a crack. At least on this server, I thought I had a crack. Is there any more of these things I need to work on? I think that's pretty much. Ooh.
Go discover a couple of these portals real quick. Because even at, I think, what did I put it at? 20x, it's still not... Maybe I'm at 1.5 and I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, that's another thing to note is trying to figure out how ridiculous it is, you know? Yeah, the most I would do is probably increase the gatherable amount and the items dropped, and that's about it as far as that's concerned. About the respawn rates. So that way you don't get too ridiculous about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even at this EXP, it would take a lot of doing to get to the next level. So yeah, you can safely put it at any of the random levels you're thinking. This one's cracked. I just cracked it, seeing how fast the level. Okay,
There we go. There's level 7. Let's get this teleporter and head back.
Where circles are found, Kevin? Yep.
Okay. So, let's see.
Wow, even Jet Dragon has an issue actually flying that high.
Really?
Shockingly. I mean, he has more stamina than the birds that we have, the Sakuras, but he, yeah. Let me try not to sprint up. So you should be able to get up. He's just real fast. Not the second one. I can definitely get to the first level. Okay. Shocker. So yeah, because I haven't also, I think they adjusted it, so I also haven't found one of those things to make the flying stamina better, because those didn't exist pre 1.0.
Wait, what about them?
The effigies, all the random effigies.
Yeah.
There's only the chipmunk effigy or the life monk effigy where it helps you gather or capture pals.
Yeah.
And now there's like
About 8 or 10 of them.
Yeah.
Well, I found a lot of different ones now. And you can't see them unless you discover them. That's the other thing.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the one they gives every time you get a 5 of each pal.
Okay, so these guys only drop gold. What is? Soul spheres? Oh, those are those ones you were using before.
Yeah. That's the one I used to catch the Anubis.
Dolomite? What the?
Okay, so even with it at 0.5, that shit still hasn't respawned back.
Like that fast, no.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, that's why we were saying, like, it's just one of those random things
It's
that...
like in the test, the spawning time, the base spawning time is 30 to 35 minutes, and at 0.5 that makes it 15 to 17. So you don't need to worry about spawn time. That is not a problem.
Okay. And it looks like from what this is doing, it's allowing me to build 2 stones side by side. So in theory, early bases could build multiple resources inside them.
Oh yeah.
No, that's gonna be like an example. Like if when you guys pass to my base, eventually I'm moving into that base all the resources available. So I'm gonna get the wood, the normal rock, and the coal into that
Yeah, but what I was trying to
one
see
there.
is like, so right here, how we've got the two. I've built two stone mines side by side. So, in theory, um, what the fuck?
And when you look at the tech tree later on, there are bigger versions of the mines.
Yeah, we were unlocking, um, trying to figure out what that
The
is.
twos. We was unlocking the twos of them, of the quarries. We're starting to.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There's the and thanks to the wonders of glitching, you can vertical stack them, and all the piles don't need can work
Do you
all the
vertically
stations
stack?
without leaving the ground. So
How are you vertically stacking them? Like just building above that?
yeah, you need to.
Like one or two
Uh,
layers or something?
was it was that it was? I know that one way to do it is with the pens. You can vertically stack them. The breeding. I know how to do with the breeding pens using the containers, but that works as well the for the quarries. You can vertically stack them, and the piles will work them out even though they are on the ground level. Yeah, it's been so long I've been Palworld. I have to watch the videos again on how to vertical stack because that saves space.
Yeah, that makes sense because like I know in my my tower and at my actual base currently in my crazy hour gameplay here, um, they don't even half the time have to run all the way up the damn thing to get to be working on something. They'll just be like below it. Which I'm fine with. I don't even care. Because that's the way I don't mind building is the skyscraper versions. So,
That's not. Okay.
Well,
All right. Put this shit up. All right.
big distance up there. There's the extra teleporter. Is there only two teleporters in the floating islands? Jump my happy butt up these
All right.
islands and figure it out.
So let's look at some other settings real quick. All right, let's see how fast that works. So this is 20x experience.
Holy. Can only imagine what that does. Okay, so there is another teleporter up here. And there's a city up here? What the fuck I'm seeing? City up here? Oh, there's a damn city up here.
100 EXP per PAL sphere.
Oof, duh. Why do I feel like that's a lot?
Because that's
20 is
20x.
definitely a boost. 20 might be a bit extreme. 'Cause I bet you if you go just like anywhere and hit explore, you're gonna like level to like something. Because that's the fun, is just trying to get to the max and then building. They don't necessarily have a creative mode in this game, or at least not that I'm aware of.
Not that I've seen.
What is this place? It's like an abandoned or something.
Wait, what am I doing? I can just go teleport to that teleporter and then go discover another teleporter.
Yeah. Well, I have her moments. Where the fuck? Alright, Jet Dragon, come here. Where'd you go? Okay, bye. So tired. It's tired. It's juicy. Sun reached. It's just. There's fucking people up here. Uh, Dude, they have. There's actual a town up here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't feel like getting wrecked out here, so I didn't feel like exploring at all. There's at least one person here, so is there more people here? Maybe not. Mhm.
1200 experience from an effigy.
Jeez Louise.
Level 10 off of that.
Yep, so I guess I'll go scout out a nice place to go. Call home.
1200 exploration EXP. That's fucking okay.
It's scooted and booted. Redonkulous.
1200 is the. I'm pretty sure that's the normal exploration EXP.
I mean, that's not bad. Foundations to be placed in water? Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. That's new.
you can make bases fully on water.
Yeah, I might try that. I just might try that. Just to see, because that's kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little broken. What? So, building? Yeah, I'm excited. See, see.
So I've got this in water and it's not letting me build the foundation.
That's because you need the that one that I was just talking about. Level 66. You get the aquatic construction kit.
Oh.
Allows you to place foundations on the water. Above. No, you put those down and then you put those. Yeah.
What level? Oh, I see it. It's over there on the special one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Extreme. This next one, triple jump. Sterlite quarry, huh? Ancient hatchery. Wingspan. Similar storage room? No. Okay. It's like, why do we need another storage room? Definitely want to put down one of those clinics. Uh, Holy fuck, a mechanical bow at level 67 does 20,000 damage.
Damn. I mean, the
Like,
combat SMG down there, the P90, that's fucking...
well, I can't wait to get these next two, I want that ancient structure set. I want to see what that is. That's gonna be stupid. But I don't have none of the resources. That's where this gets real fun.
Okay.
So past 62 is when it starts taking forever, basically. Because the resources just take forever to burn or forever to you just be running around the fucking world trying to grab it all. Plasma cannon at 10k?
There's some dumb shit, that's for sure. Alright. Well, I think that's it. Like I said, I just wanted to come on and kind of get some of this shit documented to look at. It's a lot of interesting information. I don't know. I don't know what we would end up doing.
Right.
We'll see. We'll keep messing with some stuff, look into it more. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. We'll be on here probably about 4.5 hours. And we'll start doing the 3-hour grind on the 3-hour grind at Ethereum Castle. So y'all take care, and I'll see you later.